Hi. So the I want to talk about the book Soren Kierkegaard's book on fear and trembling. So how I came about this book was I was reading Ernest Becker's book Denial of Death, and it is a very amazing book, highly recommended. And from that book, I came upon the Soren. I always wanted to read Soren Kierkegaard, but I didn't know where to start. But after reading his book Denial of Death, I then picked up the Fear and Trembling. So the first half of Fear and Trembling is has a story of Abraham. Major part is about that. But after that, Soren Kierkegaard then explains a faith. What is faith, and your relationship with God. So that is a really amazing book, and it kind of gave a different perspective to me of even the way I saw faith in Bhagavad Gita, because in Bhagavad Gita also faith and Shraddha is a very important concept. So here, the way Soren Kierkegaard says that faith is obviously, you have faith in someone, and so you'll do anything they say. Even in Bhagavad Puran, in we have so many stories where of faith where the person will do anything for God, in the sense that whatever God will say they will do it, whatever Bhagwan will say they will do. That is the highest faith. So in Sanskrit we have this prayer, Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangun Langai Te Girim Yat Kripatamam Vande Parmananda Madhavam. So what it means is that a mute person can start speaking, and a lame person, someone who who doesn't have legs, or who has only one leg. So a lame person can also cross mountains only with the grace of God, only with the grace of Narayan, Paramananda, Madhavam. Only with the grace of Madhav we can that can happen. And Soren Kierkegaard also says that all things are possible in God, and this he further expands upon in his book, The Sickness Unto Death. So that like I was saying, that a lot of anxiety we get because we are trying to achieve things based on our will, but Soren Kierkegaard says that it is not your will that is important. It is God's will that is important. And when you realize that, your fear and anxiety will go away. So these two books are kind of interlinked, and the point of faith is that someone out there, God, Bhagwan, he knows what is your purpose in life. He knows what you have to do in life. And just like a servant, serves his master, and the master knows what task to give the servant. It's the same way with the relationship with a man and God. And when that happens, then that faith is established. And so, just like a servant is ready to do anything for God, the this man of faith, he is willing to do anything. Now I say anything, matlab all the things. Anything, matlab, because your roles will change. You might be wanting to, like, you should be able to do anything. So while someone who depends a lot on his own free will say that I can do anything, but the thing is that your own body has limitations. And so, as long as you believe in your body and you think you can do anything, but eventually some problems will happen and your body has limitations. But all things are possible in God. And so, yes, you can do anything, but that anything is based on the will of God. Only if God wishes. So, like I said, the Mukam Kurti Vachalam Pangul Langai Tigrim. That yes, a lame person can also cross mountains, but with the will of God. So that is the whole, what we say, the summary of Soren Kierkegaard, that fear and trembling, and this. Like in that book, he also gave examples that like what is a daily routine, or like how does this person of faith really walk, and what does he do? And he gives an example that this person will like he will act like as if he can construct a building also. Like this person has never constructed any building, but he will talk like as if he can construct a building also. He might not have enough money for a grand dinner, but yet he has not even tasted or had a grand dinner, and yet when you talk to him, he will speak like as if he has had great dinner or something, or matlab. So the person is because like I said, because he truly believes in that anything is possible in God, with God. And so that really becomes his way of working in life, faith based working in life. So these two books really were very good in, and definitely the uh, Ernest Becker's Denial of Death. That was also a very amazing book. So let me talk about that book also. The Ernest Becker's book, The Denial of Death. In that, he talks about the dilemma of being a human itself. That human beings, the problem, like how we are different from animals, and that difference itself is a dilemma. That we are an animal, no doubt. We have these animalistic urges with us, but at the same time, we also have this, what we say now. Obviously, science will say that we have intelligence, and religion and spiritual people will say that we have the soul. But because of this highly intelligent being and the soul, we kind of look down upon on these animalistic urges. Now, how do we combine being like having a body and at the same time also having an atma? Like how do we deal with this dual nature within ourselves? And this is the dilemma with each everyone faces. Now at the one point, then you have these atheists who totally reject the soul part, or they think that there is no soul, there is no God, and they live with that one sided key. Okay, there's only this body. And then there is the other extreme, that wherein they believe that the soul is the most important, and the body is transient, so just focus on the soul. But then what is the middle part? And this middle part is what the middle way is what Ernest Becker puts down in his book, Denial of Death, and which Soren, like he takes two examples. So Soren Kierkegaard is one of the main reference point in his book, and also Otto Rank, the psychologist Otto Rank. So these two people he has referenced in his books. And again, I could relate it a lot with Bhagavad Gita. The way in Bhagavad Gita everything is written, because the same dilemmas Arjun has asked Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. And so yeah, so but reading these books, it gives a fresh perspective on Bhagavad Gita itself. Uh, so yeah, so definitely do check out Denial of Death, these two books. I will make, I'll try to make more videos like this on the books I've read, or and if I can recommend them to you, so it will be helpful to you. So okay, thank you. That's it for now, and we'll meet again next time. Bye.